CBS News Miami.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. I'm Naja Sherman, and welcome to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. Let's take a look at today's top stories. Off the top, up in smoke. A car fire on the turnpike, Chopper 4 over the scene. You could see black smoke billowing into the air. Crews put out that fire quickly. No word yet on what sparked the fire. No injuries have been reported. A terrifying situation. A woman was targeted by what police say was a fake Uber driver, and what happened to her during that ride was very disturbing. CBS News Miami's Peter Dinch has the report.
We are following developments in the case of a fake Uber driver on Miami Beach who allegedly took a woman for a ride and raped her. Now, that 38-year-old suspect, Claudel Lesperance, came before a judge in bond court in Miami, where he was charged with kidnapping and sexual battery on a physically helpless woman. We are speaking with tourists on South Beach who are horrified by this incident and have some important advice. We'll have much more on that story coming up in just an hour on CBS News Miami. In West Miami-Dade, Peter Dench, CBS News Miami.
Always alerting, always tracking. This is Next Weather.
And taking a live look outside, a beautiful shot, but wow, this holiday weekend is heating up. We could see some storms on Saturday. Let's get right to Next Weather meteorologist Cindy Pressler tracking our holiday weather.
And it'll be actually a good thing because we'll bring that temperature down a little bit if we get those storms tomorrow afternoon. Plus, we could use that rain. This is what we are looking toward into the weekend. Record high temperatures, yes, so we're going up. Today's high so far has been 91 degrees, but we're expecting it to be a little bit warmer than that. Chance for some storms tomorrow afternoon into the evening, especially along the coastal areas. Those storms are going to kind of trend to move toward the east, which is good. We'll get them along the coastal areas. And triple-digit feels like temperatures. There will be enough moisture at the surface to really make these temperatures feel warmer than they are. Right now it's 89 degrees, 88 degrees down in the Homestead area. We have a beautiful blue sky along the coastal areas, but with that little bit of moisture, it feels like it's 92 right now, feels like 90 at Homestead, so not terribly high at this point. Expect that to go a little higher as we head through the holiday weekend. And the sea breeze fronts are now trying to make their way from the south northward. We have an easterly flow and kind of a southeasterly flow now, so we might have enough moisture out here that we could get some of these little showers going this afternoon, at least according to our rain tracker. Wants to place them again off to the west, across the interior, and then look how they make their way kind of spread out across Monroe County, possibly into the western portions there of Miami-Dade, but again, this is going to be a very low chance. But Saturday afternoon, this will be our better chance. A few of these will pop. Look at this, Miami at 5 o'clock, so if you've got plans tomorrow evening, there could be some showers and thunderstorms that we're going to be watching very closely. Of course, Dave Warren will be here over the weekend. He'll be tracking them for you. And then again, on Sunday, a much lower chance. I think drier air is going to make a comeback, so really tomorrow's our best chance. Temperature-wise, up, 92 Saturday, 93 Sunday. So again, temperatures are going to stay well above average for this time of the year. The normal high now has gone up to 88 degrees. Tracking the tropics, we've got a little system out here that the Hurricane Center is watching. Only a 10% chance that this could develop into something tropical or subtropical, but the movement is away, so it's very early in the season. Officially starts on June 1st, but we're going to keep track of that and keep you updated, of course, always. PM storms tomorrow, which would be great. We'll take it, but hot and dry for the entire holiday weekend. And the humidity is going to come up a little bit as we head into the next week as well. Waiting on that cold front, but at this point, uncertain if it's going to come through. Most likely it won't. Chance for showers and storms, that'll be on the increase next week. Our temperatures hold in the lower 90s.
Cindy, thank you. Travel is back. Millions are taking to the skies, roads, and tracks this weekend. It is for the long holiday weekend. CBS News Miami's Joan Murray is at the airport with a look at the departures.
And I'm here at Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International. You can see, take a look behind me, not much traffic at this point in the day, just in the early afternoon. A bit of a surprise. We are headed into the Memorial Day holiday weekend. We did speak to a family headed to Minneapolis.
We used to live there, so we go there every summer to visit our friends that are still there. Get a little cooled down.
Coming up on CBS Miami, we'll look at where gas prices are, some of the other places people are heading, and the big events going on over the weekend. At FLL, Joan Murray, CBS News Miami.
New details after a boat goes up in flames. It happened in Sweetwater overnight. Miami-Dade Fire Rescue says nobody was on board. It happened just after 4 in the morning on Southwest 102nd Court. Firefighters were able to keep the fire and keep it from spreading. The cause of the fire is under investigation. The mother of singer Sean Kingston is facing a South Florida judge this morning. She was arrested during a SWAT team raid of the singer's home in Southwest Ranches. The singer himself would find himself in cuffs just hours later in California. CBS News Miami's Ted Scouten has the report.
Good morning, Ms. Turner.
The mother of rap artist Kisean Anderson, known in the music world as Sean Kingston, made her first appearance in bond court this morning.
You are charged with count 1, organized scheme to defraud.
The judge read off the charges. In all, there are 8 of them. She was arrested Thursday at Kingston's home in Southwest Ranches during a BSO raid. When arguing for a stiff bond, prosecutors brought up Turner's record.
This is not Ms. Turner's first time with this type of conduct. She has a 2005 federal conviction for bank fraud, where she was sentenced to 16 months in federal prison.
Turner's attorney argued for a more lenient bond.
There are no violent priors. This case is not violent in nature. She doesn't pose a threat to the community.
The judge kept the bond at $160,000. Her attorney will have to prove that the bond money is not from ill-gotten gains.
You're way too beautiful, girl.
Meanwhile, Kingston was arrested in California last night. This comes from a Broward warrant. BSO deputies raided his mansion yesterday. He's accused of fraud. A South Florida entertainment company said he got this $150,000 TV from them and never paid up in full.
He tells a story. He's got basically a script. He says that he works with Justin Bieber and that he obviously puts on a big show here. This is a rental house. He doesn't own it. And he lures people using his celebrity into having them release things without him paying for it, and then he simply never pays.
And that was CBS News Miami's Ted Scouten reporting. Stay with us for the latest. Police identified the man who was killed in a fiery crash in Lauderhill. Officials say Daryl Walker was driving a Chevy. He was trying to make a left turn when a Mercedes slammed into his car. Good Samaritans ran to help the victims. Take a look.
He's laying there, like, barely moving. And I asked him, like, are you okay? And he got out a slight yes. I'm like, relax, try not to move. I'm trying to get you help.
I was trying to keep him calm and like call his mom and stuff. I just feel bad for them because the sister was trapped in the car, the brother was still trapped in the car, and his car was on fire.
3 other people were taken to the hospital. They are expected to be okay. The mom of a woman who survived when a car crashed through a church says the passenger got the worst of it. Cameras at a church in Northwest Miami-Dade show an orange Challenger hit another car. It then smashed into the building and left a huge hole in the wall. 4 people were hurt. 21-year-old Ashanti Scott was in the back seat of the Challenger. She has a broken neck and is in critical condition. No word yet on what caused that crash. When we come back, a new era in college sports. We'll explain. Stay with us. Welcome back to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. A landmark agreement was made last night between the NCAA and the most powerful conferences. CBS News Miami's Bradley Blackburn tells us about the new agreements.
When college athletes take the field in the fall of 2025, many of them could be getting paid to play.
A new model, revolutionary model in college athletics for schools to directly share revenue.
The NCAA and its 5 power conferences reached an antitrust settlement Thursday night, creating a system that allows each Division I school to budget up to $21 million a year to pay all their student athletes, both men and women. It also includes nearly $2.8 billion to be paid out to former athletes who sued over the use of their name, image, and likeness.
Even though people thought this case was going to settle, it's still kind of a monumentous occasion in college sports.
Mitt Winter is a college sports attorney.
With this decision, is there any difference between professional sports and college sports?
In my opinion, not really. The main difference between pro sports and college sports now and moving forward is college athletes are still going to class.
A judge still has to approve the agreement, and many aspects of it are yet to be worked out, especially how the pot will be divided.
It's a huge question. Those in college athletics are asking, do you have to split these payments evenly? We don't really know.
For now, schools will have discretion on how to distribute payments to players who could have agents negotiating for them. A game changer in the world of college sports. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News.
The Panthers' hunt for the Cup resumes tonight in New York City. The Cats take on the Rangers in Game 2. The Panthers had the day off yesterday. The puck drops at 8 o'clock from Madison Square Garden. Game 3 is Sunday afternoon back in Sunrise. And before each game, make sure you check out our pregame show, Hunt for the Cup. It is hosted by Mike Cunio and Steve Goldstein. We have you covered tonight ahead of Game 2 starting at 7:30. Tune in to CBSMiami.com, CBS News app, or Pluto TV. Miami Dolphins linebacker Jalen Phillips got quite the surprise. It happened when he popped open the lid to his toilet. Take a look.
Man, this is some Florida if I ever seen it. But how the hell did he get in there? That man is bathing in my toilet, and he's not a pet.
Yikes, an iguana just making itself at home, Florida style. The football player posted this video to his Instagram story yesterday.
You must be evicted, my friend. You are not in the right place. I just want to know if he came up through there like a Ninja Turtle or if he was living in the garage or something, because that's something I got to think about.
Well, he did have it removed by a professional. Phillips says that iguana was huge, and he will now check the toilet every time before he goes to use it. That's the CBS News Miami Quickcast. I'm Naja Sherman. Have a wonderful and safe holiday weekend, and stay tuned for more news right here on CBS News Miami.